Actually, culture is part of the Nilotes, the Luo of Uganda, and we are here to display the Luo culture. So this is the calabash for youthful dance, and also for holding bread or sauce at having dinner or lunch. Also covering baby when it's raining, yeah, or a pillow at night. So this one was very critical component of our lifestyle, fact universal.
So Karamoja has one of the places in Uganda where culture is still alive. It's pure. If you look at our history, our pastoral nomadic culture, within entire Uganda, we are the only ones who are still preserving that nomadic life. You can sit with our shepherds in the village or in the kraal.
So we do showcase a traditional lifestyle of an indigenous Muganda, be it a man or a woman at Ewafe. We do have our farm tours, which we showcase our various medicinal plants. You know, back then there were no hospitals. Everything was just at the back of the garden.
We will also be able to see the Eclipse Monument of 1520, the only monument that was used in calculating the years of the reign of kings of Wankore, Bunyoro, Buganda, Karagwe, and Rwanda from 1520 to date.
Because most people know Ankole just because of the long-horned cattle.
Yes or no. People might think of Ankora and think about the longhorned cattle, but Ankora is the region that has many national parks and so on. And we are able to keep and live with animals because of our traditional norms.
Have been very active in tourism promotion since 2022, when we started the Uganda-Kenya Coast Tourism Conference Series, the first one having happened here in Mombasa at Pride Inn Hotel, the second one in Diani at Diani Reef in 2023, and the third one in Kampala last year in 2024. This year we are having the fourth conference in Kilifi County. What are we promoting in tourism? We are promoting complementarity. We are not competing. If I may mention the tourism products that we have at the Kenya coast, we have the beaches, very beautiful beaches. We have historical sites like Fort Jesus, like Vasco da Gama Pillar. But in Uganda, and I always remind people that those that have been to Uganda, we also have beaches. When you land at Entebbe Airport, soon after leaving the airport, you will see a number of beaches there. There are about 5 beaches between Entebbe Airport and Entebbe town. But we cannot compete with the beaches at the Kenya coast. But we have mountain gorillas, which are not here at the Kenya coast. And I always tell people that even with evolution, you know, there are so many monkeys here at the Kenya coast, but even with evolution, the monkeys are not going to become mountain gorillas. So we cannot compete in the area of mountain gorillas. We have chimpanzees, they are not here. So what we have been promoting is complementarity between these products, so that people who come to the Kenya coast, especially the international tourists, they can on the same itinerary go to Uganda. And those who come to Uganda to see the mountain gorillas, on the same itinerary they can come to the Kenya coast. So that's what we have been promoting, and it is working so well. We have all these tour operators. Lillian Tom is one of our leading tour operators. She sells to her clients, international clients. She also, and she gave a testimony here of a tour operator who talked to her from America. What else can my clients see? Maybe they have seen the whole of Kenya, but she promotes them to go to Uganda. And that also happens for the Ugandan tours. But also between us, for Kenya, Uganda is the number 2 source market. And I saw the Minister of Tourism of Kenya released the figures earlier this week. The figures indicated that after the US, Uganda is the biggest source market for Kenya. And about 220 Ugandans visited Kenya last year. And I must say that most of the Ugandans come to Kenya, especially to Kenya Coast for leisure. But also for Uganda, Kenya is the number one source market for visitors. And I'm using the word visitors deliberately as opposing to tourists. And last year, about 500,000 visited Uganda. So you can see importance of the two destinations to each other. That's why we are promoting more and more of these people to visit the two destinations. This also helps us to grow regional tourism. And as you know, regional tourism is the way to go. And we saw this during COVID, that the international markets completely closed down and we had to rely on domestic and regional tourism. Because, and someone mentioned it here, to travel to Uganda, the Kenyan doesn't need a passport, it doesn't need a visa, you don't even have to fly. Many Kenyans travel to Uganda by road, either through on buses or driving their cars. So it makes it it makes it much easier for them to travel. So that's why we are promoting. But also, regional tourism is not so sensitive to the other advisories that there is Ebola in Uganda. Therefore, Kenya tells these people not to travel to Uganda. That there is a bit of maandamano in Kenya, especially in Nairobi. You will not hear Uganda telling Ugandans that please don't travel to Kenya because there is maandamano. Because that is not a reason for a Ugandan not to come to Kenya. So that's why we want to promote this regional tourism, because it will help us to grow our numbers. And that's what we have been doing. Coming to today's event, as you have heard, last year we had the first Uganda Festival. We called that the Uganda Festival. And this year we have called it the Uganda Cultural Exhibition. But I also want to request all of you who have attended tonight's dinner and the show. This is the first time we are really reaching out to so many Kenyans beyond those that are directly in the tourism industry. So these things that we have had this evening, they are mainly complementary. But diplomats normally say that in diplomacy, there are no free lunches or dinners. When you see a diplomat inviting you that, oh, can we have lunch? Can we have dinner? Can we have a drink? You know that there is something that he wants, something serious that he wants to discuss with you. Serious business. Normally diplomats, when we want to discuss serious things, we do them over lunch, over dinner, or over a drink. So the bill that I am sending to all of you that have enjoyed this evening, the invoice that I am sending you is to meet you in Uganda sooner than later. That is the only invoice that I am sending to you. So book your next trip to Uganda and please come and experience the beauty in Uganda, all of Uganda.
It's a great pleasure and honor to stand before you tonight as we celebrate the deep culture ties between Uganda and Kenya through the Uganda Cultural Exhibition here at the beautiful Mamba Village. At the onset, allow me to extend my gratitude to the Ambassador, His Excellency Ambassador Paul Mkibia, and all stakeholders for their diligent efforts in bringing these remarkable events to fruition. These are testaments to the power of culture in strengthening bonds between nations, driving trade and enhancing tourism. Uganda, the pillar of Africa, is a land of rich cultural diversity with 56 ethnic groups, each contributing to a vibrant and unique heritage. It's also a second large source market for tourism after the US, with an impressive 225,000 visitors annually. Tonight, we have the privilege of immersing ourselves in the sounds, sights, and flavors and traditions that defines Uganda culture. We are experiencing a true cultural journey, one that cements our people beyond borders. Mombasa is a cultural and historical melting pot, embraces such celebrations wholeheartedly. Our city, known for its Swahili heritage, has long been a hub for trade, cultural exchange, and tourism. Events like these not only enhance our cultural appreciation, but also open doors for economic opportunity, partnership, investment between our nations. The theme of this exhibition, leveraging Uganda culture and cuisine to promote tourism, resonates deeply with us in Mombasa. Tourism is not just about destination, it's about experience. Cultural tourism has the power to bring people, preserve heritage, and contribute significantly to the economic growth. Uganda, vast cultural tourism offering as testaments to the rich experience that awaits visitors. Additionally, we acknowledge the importance of regional tourism circuits such as Jumuiya Circuit, which strategically market our county based on their strengths. Kwale is affirmed by my friend CCM, is a family destination and has been rated as the best destination for the beach. Mombasa, a conference destination. Kilifi, a cultural destination. Lamu is a cruise destination. And Taita Taveta, known as for the game drive. With a unique attraction, strengthening this connection with Uganda can create a dynamic and thriving transit ecosystem. I would also like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank His Excellency, the Ambassador, for his tireless efforts in fostering bilateral relationship, promoting tourism, trade between Uganda and Kenya coast. Your commitment to strengthening these ties is truly commendable. To our esteemed travel agents and industry stakeholders present, I encourage you to take full advantage of this opportunity to explore business collaboration, forge partnership, and enhance travel experience between Kenya, coast, and Uganda. Let us maximize this potential for mutual growth. As we engage in the evening festivities, let us remember that culture is a bridge that fosters understanding, unity, and prosperity. Let us continue to work together to promote our shared heritage, encourage cross-border tourism, and create lasting economic opportunity for our people. I look forward to further cooperation between Uganda and Mombasa, strengthening our cultural trade ties for mutual benefit.